Everybody, it's your boy Snow.
Here.
If only you guys could hear what we talk about before that makes this bitch laugh every time.
AKA Regina Phalange.
Regina Phalange. Yeah. So, hope y'all had a great Christmas and New Year's. It's pretty fucking good for me. I had a great time.
It was a good break.
It's been a damn good start to the year, despite everything that's happening in DC right now. Shit's
Jesus Christ.
Pretty fucking wild out there, dude.
I haven't actually seen like all the videos and things. I've just seen like pictures and heard about it, but holy shit.
Yeah, because they're white people, we're not calling it rioting and looting. We're calling it protesting, is what we're calling it now.
And
but
if you want to get wild, it's peaceful protesting.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, basically. They're just, storming the Capitol building, being un-American, not accepting the process.
Just American things.
Yeah, they have been breaking the glass to the Capitol building. They stole the podium that the House Speaker will give announcements on. They've been posing in front of like president statues. I think they had one in front of Roosevelt where they put up like a Trump flag, and then they were standing there trying to make America great again.
I know real Teddy Roosevelt would not stand for that.
It's been a real hoot, you know?
Wasn't there pictures of people like sitting in one of the people's offices like with their feet up on the desk?
Yeah, that was Nancy Pelosi. Yeah.
Nancy. It was Nancy.
Yeah, our girl. They were sitting in the place where they do all the hearings and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been pretty fucking crazy. It's absolutely insane. They're just over there taking over. There's a video I seen where there's this one cop who was like trying to stop them at the hall. He was like, you shall not pass. And they were like, we're gonna pass. So they fucking like rush him, and he like books it up the stairs, and they get into like a standoff, and one of them's being real white trash, and he's like, this is our America. And then like more cops show up, so the video ends so shitty. I'm so mad because it's like Mountain Dew and then the cops right here. And it just ends and like, that's it. Like, that's it. You don't get the end of the story. Pretty bummed out about that.
Biggest cliffhanger.
2021, cliffhangers. And then...
Wait, hold on. I seen this thing that was like, y'all are all ready for 2020 to end, but wait till it turns 21 and it's legally allowed to drink.
So stupid.
Stupid,
It's stupid but funny.
It hit me in my giggle dick.
Yeah, it's stupid but funny. There was for sure one chick that got shot and killed. She got shot in the chest and died pretty much immediately. And I'm pretty sure another girl got shot in her throat.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's pretty sad. There's been some unfortunate shit going on.
But it's not rioting.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, by the book, it's rioting and looting. They stole the podium. They rioted to get in there.
Every fucking time someone mentions a podium, all I think of is that scene in fucking Brooklyn Nine-Nine where Jake is trying to pull a prank on Captain Holt. And so he's like, fine, I'll just move the podium over 2 inches, and slowly he goes down by like 1/4 of an inch.
Yeah.
And everyone's just like, ugh. And so he moves it 1/4 of an inch, and Holt comes in and he's like, ha! You crazy guy, how'd you pull this off?
I fucking love Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
It's one of my favorite shows.
That shit is so funny. So right now we're using a new ring light than what we've been using. Does it look too bright to you right now?
No.
I turned it up right now, as y'all seen.
Can I look at the viewfinder?
You can look at the viewfinder. I've been looking at it a couple times to make sure we're not glowing like angels.
Yeah, no, even though we are.
Bring it down a little bit.
I'll bring it down like 1.
All right. Sorry, y'all. Working out the kinks. Good. All right. Shout out to Grammy. She got us the ring light. Well, technically she got her the green light, but I said the green light. while I was burping.
Twice, and I didn't catch it either time. Even when you said I said the green light, I was like, yeah, Aunt.
Yeah, but this fucking thing is badass. The other ones were, I bought a couple of them. I got her one because she's gonna be starting a makeup channel eventually. So I got her one for at home to do that, and then we have our original one that I broke because the light itself unscrews. So you would think with it being threaded, you could unscrew it, right? No, because as soon as you unscrew it, it rips the soldering on the inside of it out, and then it doesn't work no more.
That was a fun night of shooting, though.
Yeah, that you guys never got to see.
Yeah.
But I bought a replacement to that the same night I got hers for the makeup. So we're still going to be doing that for whenever we shoot on locations, like out in the wild.
This isn't really like a travel thing.
No, but it's perfect for here.
Mm-hmm.
It's dope as shit. It came with a microphone, so we're working on adjusting the mic. Because right now, it picks up all the feed, and it's real loud. It's real crisp and nice, but it's hard to use right now. Like, we were doing some testing and listening to the audio on it, and it was kind of rough. So we're trying to work on fucking with the mic volumes on there. But
hopefully we'll get it figured out for the next video.
Yeah. It's all still a learning process. As you guys see from our last videos, we're slowly but surely getting editing software and learning how to edit.
Mm-hmm.
That last video I did took 4 days to edit. Legit. It was, what, 3 days of reshoots and 1 day of, 1 extra day of editing?
Yeah. But in between the reshoots, you were like editing and re-editing.
That's why it took so long. I've seen our last video so many times because I edited it. So the very first day we finished filming, I immediately started to edit it. And then I didn't like the edits, so I redid it. And the first round of editing took, I don't know, probably 3.5, 4 hours.
Yeah.
And I scrapped it. I added new shit the next day whenever I woke up. And then whenever, I think it was like day 2 or day 3, I was thinking to myself while I was watching the newest edits, like, fuck, I really wish we had a piece going in between these. So each day that we had to reshoot, we had to put on the same exact clothes, come up here, and make sure everything was relatively the same. In between, my mom had rearranged my booth because she's the other part owner here. If you guys aren't familiar with the shop, my business partner is also my mother. And she's a real stickler for how the shop is set up. So she'll rearrange my booth every now and then. So you can kind of see, you know, where we were reshooting and whatnot.
Yeah.
It was so much fun.
We reshot a couple things, added some things in. A lot went into that last video.
Seriously. We were pumping as much as we could on all of our social medias because so much work went into it. We fucking tried for 2.5 hours to make her cry for a 4-second segment of the video. And
I couldn't cry, which is wild because I can cry normally at the drop, like he can glare at me. And I'm like, why do you hate me?
Yeah. So, for some reason, I mean, I was turning up the burners. I blocked her on all social medias, told her that we weren't friends no more. Like, I was really turning up the heat, and she just wasn't crying. Then I showed her, like, sad videos. I don't want to get into what they were, but they were sad videos. She wasn't crying, so eventually we just peppermint soaked her in the face.
Yeah, there's videos that I know will make me cry every time I watch them. Tried to watch those, couldn't cry, so I was like, you know what, just fucking peppermint soak me in the eyes, bud. Yep.
So I shot her in the eyes with peppermint soap, and that's how we got that cry. It's literally 4 seconds of the entire video.
Yeah. That took the longest to film.
Yeah. But it was a lot of fucking fun. I had a lot of fun shooting that video. I'm really looking forward to the future videos that we got. I just got some new editing software, and it's working out great. That's how, if you guys noticed the intro to this video, it was shot with, or it was, I guess, edited with the new software I got. I'm really digging it. You guys let me know if you like the new intro.
I'm super stoked about the new editing software.
Me too, dude. It's crazy that that one was significant. It was half the price of the other editing software, and it has so much more. It's crazy. I don't know how I didn't fucking come across that to begin with.
Yeah.
Dude, whenever I was watching all of the footage on the DC shit today, I was watching it on a live stream and I was pissing people off, as I do.
As you do.
And I seen this one person who's like a very conservative type person, and they were just fucking like, I didn't know that this was still a thing in 2020. I thought that this shit ended a while ago. They were still gay bashing, and they put up like LGBTQ stands for Let God Burn Them Quicker, and it was just like real homophobic shit.
Wow.
I was like, how in 2021 are we still on gay bashing? You know what I mean?
What?
Like, I don't understand. Like, if you're not gay and you don't understand that lifestyle, cool. I'm not gay. I can at least wrap my head around people from the same sex want to be with the same sex. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
not like a completely absurd concept.
Yeah, it's not like, hey, I'm really in love with this open sign and I'm gonna fuck this open sign. You're just kind of like, what? Are you gonna fuck a business sign? Like, that's kind of weird.
Side note. Do you remember that video you sent me that one?
Of the bitch who was in love with the carnival ride?
And then the fucking metal fence.
Yeah, so there's this crazy video that TLC put out. It was like Strange Attractions or something like that. And this chick was in love with a carnival ride. Like a big carnival ride, too. It wasn't like something that she could actually get freaky with. It was like a big fucking carnival ride.
You would think she couldn't get freaky with it.
Well, she did end up getting weird with it. She was like rubbing the grease, and she's like, "Oh, you smell so good." And she's like rubbing the grease on her. I think it was her. Yeah. And then it panned over to her friend. Was just like she was in love with like this fence,
but like
just a fence.
But not. It wasn't like a wooden fence though. It was one of those metal fences with like the posts that are like separated.
I'm leading up to it. So she was in love with that thing, and then it pans over to her sitting on the fence. Like, sitting on one of the spikes. Where it's like, oh! What are you doing?
I remember I was you sent it to me while I was at my friend's house, and I was like, wonder what this is gonna be. Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah. It was very weird.
Sorry to get off on that, but...
No, but shit like that, that's weird. That's like, what are you doing? But I didn't know we were still in the territory of gay bashing.
Yeah, like...
You know what I mean?
Just let people fucking live their life.
Let people live their lives. I have an aunt. I love her to death. And she's lesbian, been married to her partner. Well, they've only legally been married for, let's say, probably like 14 years, 15 years. Whenever they legalized it for like that brief time in California. Mm-hmm. It might be legal now, but they like legalized it, then undid it, and I think they might have redone it. But it's like... That's a whole separate fucking thing. I don't understand how you're not allowed to be married and gay at the same time. Yeah. But I don't know. I just don't understand it. Like, there's a lot of people who are legitimately against trans people. A lot of people who are legitimately against gay people, and I genuinely don't understand it.
I don't even. My family, a big portion of my family is legitimately against the whole LGBTQ community.
Really?
Yeah. I've gotten in, like, at family events, we don't talk about that shit because it causes big fights within the whole family.
That's crazy. Yeah, I don't understand that shit. I don't understand it.
Yep. I don't either. Like,
it's not affecting you, so sit down.
Like, dude over there isn't trying to put it in your butt, so calm down.
Yeah. Sit down. I've never understood it. I've never understood just gay bashing, trying to beat up gay people, any of that kind of shit. It's ridiculous.
I've never understood any type of, like, gay bashing or, like, people who are, like, bully people with special needs, just any of that. Like, why are you doing that?
I can't fully get on board with that, because I used to be a bit of a scumbag more than I am now. And, like, I was making fun of that one chick at the Art Institute. Like, not to her face.
But that's not, like... You weren't directly, like...
I wasn't like, hey, you!
Yeah. There are people that, like...
The story is, there was this chick who was doing way more with her life than I ever have or ever will. She was legit going to like the Art Institute and trying to better her education. But she was also walking mad reckless. So, my mom was there with me, and she was trying to, you know, we were looking at the campus, and my mom knows what kind of a piece of shit I am. So, she sees this chick walk by, and then she sees me see that chick, and she's like, oh, fuck, shit. Snow, don't do it. And I'm walking like, hey, Mom. And I'm walking all fucked up like that. Mom smacked the shit out of me. Rightfully so. I mean, I was a fucking scumbag. But I wasn't like, the chick didn't see me do it. You know what I mean? It doesn't make it okay.
Yeah, it doesn't make it okay, but there's a difference.
But, yeah, I wasn't like, hey, look at my impression of you.
No, rate it, please.
But I don't understand people that, if you got like a disability and you're just like, I'm going to go over to you and make you feel like a piece of shit because you have this.
Yeah, like people that just hate to hate.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
It's the same thing with racism. I'll never understand racism. Like, genuine, real racism. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, trying to stop other people from doing things or live their lives because they were born whatever way.
Mm-hmm.
The only kind of shit that I will actively, like, fuck you up for, or I will actively, like, advocate doxing you or anything like that, is pedophiles.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people, for some reason, they'll try lumping the LGBTQ community and pedophiles together. I don't understand how that even works, because they're not at all the same.
Not even a little bit.
Not even a little bit. But, like, pedophiles, I fucking hate pedophiles. Most people do. It's an obvious.
Yeah.
Nobody's like, you know what, I can really, you know, I need more pedophile friends. But I get it on one level. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't think people want to fuck up little kids. I think it's something they were born with. That's what they're attracted to. It's like, before my life, I've always been into Hispanic women. That's my thing. Just like Hispanic women. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm attracted to. So, I think that that's how pedophiles are. They're fucked up, and that's what they're attracted to, and there's no helping them. There is no rehab. Mm-hmm. There is no prison to help them. Just put them bitches off on an island or get rid of them. You know what I mean? Might sound a little cruel, but...
Not really, though.
We don't need them.
We don't need them, and they're doing no good to people's lives.
Yeah.
As fucked up as that sounds, like, they're here to fuck up some kids' lives.
Yeah. Yeah, if they slip up, they're fucking up that kid for life. Yeah. So those kind of people, I'm all for them just fucking getting fucked off. We don't need them.
Honestly, yeah.
Other than that, if you're disabled, gay, trans, whatever, leave them the fuck alone.
Just leave them alone. Just let them live their life. They're not hurting anyone.
Yeah.
They're just living their best life. Why don't you stop being upset about how they're living their lives and live your best life?
Yeah. On a fucking separate note, random, but still kind of in the same vein of letting people live their lives. I was reading this story about this fucking cop who got fired from her job because she was a dominatrix. And, like, she wasn't on the job. She's like, get on the ground. Also, you little whore. You better stop stealing from people. She was just, like, in her personal life, she was also a dominatrix. And the police department found out about it. And they fired her ass for it.
Which I think is bullshit.
Yeah. I think that that's pretty crazy.
I seen this thing, and it was, this nurse had an OnlyFans and got fired, and the headline was something like, nurse gets fired for having OnlyFans, and someone commented and was like, the headline should be, healthcare workers in America don't make enough money for that job, so they have to go find money elsewhere, and then because they're not making enough money, they have to make money elsewhere, they're getting fired.
Yep.
Which, like, what people do on their own time.
Yeah.
It's not like she's, like, in the bathroom at the hospital on shift, like...
Yeah. So I know somebody's in the next room dying, but...
Look at my kids.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand. We've gotten so crazy in today's day and age where people just want to, like, micromanage other people's lives and what they do. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand why people think they can step in and tell other people how to live their life. And, oh, well, this isn't professional. I tattoo people in the military, and they're like, oh, well, I can't have this show because it has to be professional. And I don't understand how that's like the policy. Like, what's the military's job? Military is to defend America and go kill people who are trying to fuck us over. Mm-hmm. Why do you have to look professional if that's your job? You know what I mean? Like, I understand, like, I'm an Apache helicopter pilot. It's my job to send hellfire over there, but I also gotta make sure I clean up in a suit. Why? I don't get it.
I just, like I said, what people do on their own time does not affect you.
Yeah, let them fucking do it. If they're not late to work because of it, then they're not late to work because of it.
If it's not in any way hindering their ability to work, what's the issue?
Yep. So, my stupid ass had to buy a new fridge for the shop. because I work with a lot of people who don't want to do anything. They just want to show up and tattoo, pierce, whatever. So we had a fridge that was old, and once a year I'd go through and chip off all the ice, like take my knife and I'd chip off the ice that was built up in the freezer, because it would stop the fridge from closing and you couldn't use half the fridge. So once a year I do this, because usually nobody else does it. And for some reason, this time, I'm sitting there stabbing, and all of a sudden I'm getting shot in the face like this fog. And I'm like, the fuck? It was Freon. Evidently, what I've missed every other time I've cleaned it is there was a tube underneath the little freezer brackets. We have one of the mini freezers, like fridges. And I just happened to shank that fucking Freon tube, and it just shot all over my face, on my arms, everywhere. I was like, oh, fuck. So I grabbed the fridge and throw it outside so that the Freon isn't leaking everywhere in the shop. And it was something else. It was a doozy.
The best part is 2 seconds before it happened, I was like, maybe stop stabbing it so aggressive. Maybe calm down. And then,
well, I had been doing it for a while.
In his defense.
And my hand was hurting because, one, I was holding my knife and stabbing, and two, I kept missing and hitting my hand on the ice. So it was like just dragging my knuckles across like that cold fucking ice, and it was hurting. I was like, motherfucker. So I was trying to get it done. I was almost done, and it was working really well, and then it wasn't. At all.
And then it was not good.
Mm-hmm.
It took a turn for the worse.
Yeah, pretty much.
It was, you getting that footage out of here was like the same level of urgency as when autoclave fell on me.
Yeah, I was like, get it the fuck out.
Get out.
I don't think it's good to be breathing in Freon.
I don't think it's good to be this close to a Freon leak.
Yeah, it was something else.
Good times.
Good times. Did I tell you about the fucking alien thing?
Mm-mm. What alien thing?
So, whenever the Rona bill went through before the first of the year, they had snuck in. So, for some reason, our fucking government is a mess. Let's just first state that before all this, before all of this fucking marching on DC shit and all that, the government for a long time has been an absolute shit show. And the way we run the country is absolutely atrocious. For some reason, it always turns into like a left versus right, blue versus red, liberal versus conservative, all this stuff. I don't understand any of it. I personally, I don't fall on either side. I'm too stupid to know where I lie. I'm not a Democrat. I'm definitely not a Republican. I'm for sure not a conservative. I'm for sure not a liberal. I don't know what the hell I am. I know what I don't like for sure. So I don't understand why we always get into these like us versus them battles. It makes no sense to me, because at the end of the day, we're all Americans. You know what I mean? In 4 years, there's going to be a different person in the big chair than was in there 4 years ago. And in 8 years, it's going to be different. You know what I mean? It's always going to be changing. Mm-hmm. So I understand why every 4 years we get into these like screaming matches with each other. Excuse me. Where we want to kill each other. And all this shit for a person we've never met, who's going to lie to us and say that they're going to do stuff that they're not actually going to do. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I don't understand any of that. So, long-winded. To make a long story long, whenever they were writing in this bill for the whole Rona shit, like the Rona checks, then it was a 5,000-page document. And in the back of that 5,000-page document, they had given the Pentagon 180 days to disclose everything that they know about UFOs and aliens. And I am here for it.
Very much so.
I'm sure it's going to be very underwhelming. I'm sure it'll be like, well, there was, something that we weren't really too sure about back in whatever day. And I feel like they're not going to be like, so we've definitely talked to aliens. That's for sure. We've been doing it for years.
They're like, so look, well, you went long in the Area 51 raiders.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to be anything like that. I feel like it's going to be very underwhelming. But it's going to be nice to see them be transparent.
A little transparency.
A little transparency goes a long way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very excited for that.
Also, is that the only thing that they just snuck in there?
They always sneak shit into bills, because it's always like, it's weird too the way that they do it. It'll usually be like middle of the night that they pass some bill through for not observation, review. They'll like sneak it in there, and it'll be some big ass fucking thing that nobody has the time to read from front to back, and they'll usually sneak some shit in there. That way it'll pass, and they're like, well, we got you. So I don't know, in this bill, I personally didn't fucking read any of it, let alone that spot.
Like I was there, I reviewed it.
Yeah, I'm the one that signed it. Yeah, I don't know everything that was put in there, but I do know that that was in there, and I'm really excited. Because it marked 180 days. I think now we're down to like 150 probably by now. Yeah. So I'm really excited to see what it brings. I think that they were saying around like March. Like, I think it was one of the M's. It was either March or May that we're expecting to be able to see that. So let's see what the hell is going to happen.
I feel like it'll be March. So I think doing the math very loosely in my head.
Playing fast and loose with the math.
I feel like it's like 180 days from at least the first. I feel like that's March, because 3 months is 90 days.
Yeah, I'm terrible at math, bud.
I am too. I should not have graduated high school.
On a side note, subscribe to my jellyfish OnlyFans. my jellyfish got an OnlyFans account. Earlier, it looked like they were trying to get busy in there. My mom was like, are your jellyfish fucking? I'm like, well, they're inanimate objects and they're silicone, so I don't think so, but if I got little swimmers in there, let's see. Speaking of talking like that, I'm really excited to show you guys something. It's going to be a whole ass year from now.
Yeah.
But
very excited about it.
We just signed on to do an annual thing that's going to be really fun. So there's going to be segments of it that we will be uploading to the channel. And it starts on Black Friday.
Yep.
And it's the whole month of December. I'm very excited.
I'm excited to see if this motherfucker is going to kill himself or not.
We'll see.
It's going to be... I'm so excited.
Dude, do you know what pissed me off so bad earlier?
What? Me?
It's a constant. But whenever, I mean, it happens almost every single day, but today it really annoyed me. Whenever I was trying to find that movie Gone in 60 Seconds, I hate that we're at a place in 2020. I'm having an aneurysm.
You keep fucking up.
In 2021, it's absolutely insane to me that we have to now Google what movie or TV show is on what streaming service. There's too many of them. You're expected to pay like $150 a month in streaming services just to be able to watch everything. It's so fucking stupid.
Because there's the big ones are Netflix, Hulu, and Disney Plus. But
and Disney Plus just came out.
Yeah. But then there's Amazon. And you can pay for YouTube. You don't have to, but like everything.
Yeah,
and
then there's
prices
HBO.
Keep going up.
Yeah. So my biggest gripe is with Netflix. I fucking hate Netflix now. Which makes me mad because I used to not like Hulu, but Hulu is far superior to Netflix.
Yeah, I used to hate Hulu.
I wish I could fucking strangle the CEO of Netflix. Because they're pieces of shit, dude. So Netflix killed fucking Blockbuster, Hollywood Video. A combination of Redbox and Netflix killed Hollywood Video, Blockbuster, all them old-timey, you go rent a movie, they killed them. And Netflix used to be the shit because they had everything on there. And I remember whenever they opened up their streaming service, we were like, yo, are you kidding me right now? I don't have to wait for the DVDs. And like, this shit was dope. And over the years, I've just noticed, like, they've been getting rid of all of my favorite shit. They got rid of American Dad, Family Guy, Real Husbands of Hollywood, Prison Break, Monk. All my favorite stuff they've gotten rid of. The prices have been going up. They're getting rid of all of my favorite and your favorite shows. And all they're doing is putting their bullshit on there.
Some of it's good, but
barely.
A lot of it is not good enough to replace what they had.
Yeah, barely. I feel like they're just shitting into our mouths. They're like, you know what? We're gonna fucking build up this fan. Sorry, there's a person on a bicycle out there with a really bright light that's shining it in here. It's not picking up on the camera. What the fuck is that? You keep talking. I'm gonna go check out what that is.
But like, there's a couple Netflix originals that we've been watching lately that we really like. Like, Coffee and Cream, that was a good one. The Long Missy, that was a good movie. I fucking love The Long Missy. Father of the Year, I'm pretty sure that's a Netflix original. And one of the biggest reasons I know that both of us still watch Netflix is stand-ups. Because we watch a fuck ton of stand-ups. So, Netflix has the majority of stand-ups. And that's like 90% of what we watch up here. But like, Hulu is where it's at. Hulu has all the good shit. Hulu's got, like, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Prison Break, American Dad, Family Guy, all of those shows that he was listing that Netflix took off, Hulu has. So we like Hulu a lot more. Sorry, this guy is up, like, right outside the shop door, and I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Take it easy, man. Some fucking weirdo. Sorry about that, guys. Some weirdo that is just like, hey, I got this scar. Would you be able to tattoo over it? I see your open head's open because I forgot to turn off the open sign before we started recording. Yeah, I feel like I definitely asked you to do that too. So, I feel like Netflix, back to my original point, has really just taken a shit in our mouth because they've built up this platform. They're like, you know, I know you want to see all this stuff, and they've gotten this big ass fan base. And they're like, we're only gonna put out our shit now, and we're gonna charge you more. So it's like Netflix is like $20 a month now, or something like that. And all they're doing is putting their shit on. So there's a couple of shows that I like on there, a couple of movies maybe, but they're not good enough to only put out their stuff.
Yeah.
I'm calling it. Within the next 2 years, Netflix is going to go belly up. They're not going to have any platform because everything that's leaving Netflix is going to Hulu.
I was just saying that. Like, all of the shows that you listed that left Netflix are on Hulu.
Yeah. Archer, all of my favorite shows.
Like American Dad, Family Guy, Prison Break, all of it. It's on Netflix.
Hulu. Yeah. Fuck Netflix. And it pisses me off too because Netflix, like but it's easier to navigate Netflix than it is Hulu. It's easier to find stuff on Netflix than it is Hulu. The only reason I even keep a Netflix subscription is for the stand-up comedy. They have the best stand-up selection out of all the streaming services. But if they got rid of all the stand-ups, there's no reason for me to keep a Netflix.
Yeah.
Because I know my kids watch a lot of stuff on there, but they also watch a lot of stuff on all the other ones too. They don't need a Netflix.
Yeah, but like, so because like Netflix changed it to where you can't turn off the controller anymore when you're watching it, your kids don't like me because I'm like, okay, you can watch like 3 episodes of something on Netflix, but I'm not dealing with this dying controller.
Yeah. And
so 90% of the time that I'm over there, they don't even watch Netflix.
Yep. Netflix is a fucking piece of shit, dude. It makes me sad too because I just remember watching so many cool fucking shows and movies on there. And now it's not the same. And I don't understand how they're not seeing it. And also, I don't understand why all these fucking companies are being so money hungry. Like, Starz thinks that they now need to have their own streaming service. HBO has its own streaming service. Everything is getting their own streaming service, and all they're going to do is hurt their own money. Because I'm not getting all these other ones.
No.
I legit pay almost $100 a month in streaming services. Legit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how many are we expected to fucking pay for? If I had a little bit of startup money and a little bit of know-how, I would make a fucking streaming service and put everything on it.
Yeah.
Because you'd make a killing.
And, like, I feel like Hulu had it good, had it right where, like, you would pay for this much and then you select the channels. Or whatever.
Like the premiums?
The premiums.
Yeah.
You select those.
Yeah.
Cool. Now I'm only getting what I want and I'm paying for it. But then, like you said, now HBO is doing its own thing. Starz thinks that it needs to do its own thing. Like, no, just keep it in one place, because at the end of the day,
and if you want that thing, pay the extra for it.
Yeah. If you don't, then don't. But you're gonna fuck yourselves at the end of the day because you're all branching out and no one's gonna be paying for 50 different streaming services.
Yep.
So just unsubscribe.
You hit you hit the nail on the fucking head there, because Hulu, you can have it as cheap as you want. I don't remember how much a baseline Hulu subscription is, but I think it's like
$10.
Yeah, it's somewhere around that.
Because I had, before I started using yours, I had just the baseline, no commercials on it. It was like $10.
I don't think it was 10 for no commercials. It's more for that.
Maybe it was like 13 or something like that. But it was no
like,
more than 15.
I would say it's probably between like 13 to 15 bucks. Because I pay like $50 a month for Hulu, and that's because I have the no commercials, because I fucking hate commercials, and I have 3 premium channels.
I've gotten so, because I pay for YouTube also because I hate commercials, and so last month I think I didn't pay my YouTube.
Oh, so you can't be saying that once we start getting monetized, buddy. That's how we're gonna be making. That's how we're gonna be making our bacon. We love commercials on YouTube.
YouTube commercials are my favorite.
Yeah, those are the only ones I watch.
But I just remember being like, the main reason I pay for YouTube is that way I can have it playing in the background, because I listen to a lot of my music on YouTube. And I don't have to stay in the app. And I just remember being like, well.
And why don't you download your music?
I hate you.
Just genuine question. Why don't you pay for music? Like, why don't you download it?
Because I don't have enough storage on my phone.
Oh, but if you had enough storage, you would just download each individual song?
Yeah, I mean, I have the songs, like, all in my library. They're just not downloaded.
And do you have to pay for each individual song?
Because I also have Apple Music. So with Apple Music, it's like, I think I still use my student email, so it's like $6 a month. And I can just download whatever song I want for free.
Gotcha.
No, but I like...
See, with Android, it's all free. That's where I was going with that. With Android, I just download whatever song I want. And it's all free. I don't have to pay anything.
But YouTube, I like the playlist that YouTube makes.
I can download the songs from YouTube.
Sorry.
Just saying.
I'm not switching over to Android. I'm an Apple bitch.
Hey.
I'm a slut for Apple.
Speaking of music, it's fucking crazy. I never would have pictured Eminem and Snoop Dogg beefing with each other.
Right?
That's fucking crazy to me. It's crazy on so many levels, because one, they're in the same camp. It would be like me and you legitimately having a beef in the shop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like
they're friends. They're in the same camp. They're attached to like the same conglomerate. So I don't understand. I don't understand. I know how it happened. It happened because Snoop's a fucking dick. Because, I mean, I fuck with Snoop, but also he's kind of fallen off. So right now it's real popular to hate on Eminem. It's been, you know, he's always gotten some backlash, but right now, with woke America, it's like he's a piece of shit white rapper, and they're really revving up the Elvis angle. It's like, if we're gonna call a spade, he's the biggest rapper in the world. I don't think it's just because he's white. He's got bars, and also he's the one that kind of put hip-hop into the mainstream. So without him, there's no saying where hip-hop would be today.
Yeah.
He's not one of the founders by any means. He's not the greatest rapper of all time by any means. To me, that's Tupac. Fucking fight me. You want to say Biggie? fight me. Biggie's alright, but
I was laughing right now because whenever it first happened and we were talking about it,
yeah.
we looked up, like I think I googled
Who's the biggest rapper?
Who's the biggest rapper in the world? And what came up with Snoop Dogg?
Because he's the tallest rapper in the world at like 6'5" or something like that.
But I almost shit my pants laughing.
Yeah, we were laughing so hard. But we're going off of album sales and everything else. Eminem's the biggest by a landslide.
I think it's like Eminem and then like Jay-Z.
Yeah, and then Kanye, I believe.
Kanye West.
Yeah. Poop. Poopity scoop. Scoop-diddy whoop. Poop. Poop.
Fuck that song.
Yeah.
I feel disrespectful to all other songs, even calling that song a song.
Yeah, it's absolutely fucking ridiculous, bud. It's absolutely ridiculous. But I just can't believe that those two are beefing. So if you guys aren't familiar with how the beef started, or if you guys care about hip-hop, also, yeah, I know he's definitely standing right there in the fucking doorway. It's very weird. I told him, he's like, oh, I need to call a Lyft. Is it okay if I sit out here? I'm like, yeah, we're just doing a podcast. So he's like, oh, cool, man, cool. Yeah, I won't bother. Like, I really hope you don't pop his head in right now, because I'm going to strangle him. But
I've never had an audience before.
The beef all started because Snoop Dogg was on a radio station and they were talking about the top 10 greatest rappers or greatest lyricists of all time, not rappers, lyricists. And they asked Snoop who his top 10 were, and somehow Eminem came up and he's like, yeah, a lot of these people fucking say that Eminem, I don't. We're cool, that's my homie, that's the brother, but white rappers weren't looked on as shit. And, if we're talking about hip-hop, real hip-hop, the shit that I love and I can't live without, I can live without his shit. And it's just
Straight up said he could live without Eminem shit.
Yeah, he said his shit. Like, calling his music shit and then saying, I can fucking live without it. And it's like, how disrespectful can you be? You know what I mean? You don't have to say you love all of his music. You don't have to say you like any of his music. But to discredit him and say that he shouldn't be where he's worked to get,
yeah, you
shouldn't do that to any rapper. You know what I mean? Any musician, anybody who's worked hard to get themselves into a position of being at a high level of what they're doing, you shouldn't just try and knock them down and be like, well, you're fucking shit as shit.
Like, you don't have to be a huge fan of them, but you also don't have to tear them down, like, shit all over them. Especially Snoop being as big as he is to say that about Eminem.
Yeah.
Like, there's, like, so many of Snoop's fans who are like, oh, you know what? Yeah, fuck Eminem.
Yeah, everybody jumps on the bandwagon because it's real popular right now to hate on him. And, it's very common in hip-hop for a big rapper to hate on another big rapper. That's not weird. But the weird part is that they're in the same camp. They're under the umbrella of Interscope, Shady, all that, and Dr. Dre. Like, they're under that umbrella. So for them to be in the same camp and him be talking shit, it's like, wow, dude. You really came out of pocket on that one, buddy.
Like, oh, okay, guy.
Speaking of Dr. Dre, that motherfucker had an aneurysm yesterday. I'm really hoping that he pulls through because he's super important to hip-hop and West Coast hip-hop.
This is related, but not. I don't understand what up with all these celebrities hurting themselves. Tom Segura broke his whole fucking body.
Tom Segura broke his entire body.
Jumping.
If you guys are still watching to this part, YouTube, Tom Segura injury. It's the funniest shit ever. Because he was playing basketball and he was just like dribbling and jumped to make a shot. And as soon as he jumped, he went, and he broke his leg and he landed on his arm and now his arm's all fucked up. And somebody got a tattoo of him laying on the ground with his arm all fucked up. His arm was like this all, take a strong hand.
As soon as his foot left the ground, he said, wow.
It's the funniest shit ever because he's like, Fucking love Tommy Buns, man. I love him. Love him to death, but Jesus Christ, man.
Get your shit together.
How old are you getting where you can't fucking jump up?
You can't just jump. Like, it's not even the fact, I don't think that he was trying to shoot. He just jumped and broke himself.
He was trying to shoot for sure.
Yeah, but I think even if he was just trying to jump, he still would have broke himself.
Jump gate? Segura gate? Who knows, man? Who knows? It was fucking hilarious, though.
Love you, Todd.
Love you, Todd. You're the truth. You and Kristen Pashitsky.
Kristen Pashitsky.
Yeah, but real quick, back to the Dre thing.
Yeah.
The night, so it happened yesterday, and then last night or early today, while he was in the hospital, somebody went and tried to rob his house. Because allegedly, I don't know if this is for sure, it was thrown out there. I'm not sure if it's been substantiated or not, but allegedly, his wife had said, because they're going through a fucking divorce, where this crazy bitch is saying she needs $2 million a month in alimony.
I was about to say, it was probably his fucking crazy ass wife.
This bitch said that she needs $2 million a month in alimony. What have you done that you need $2 million? I get it. Husbands are a pain in the ass. But you haven't cooked in years. You damn sure haven't cleaned in years. If you look how much he's worth, she hasn't had to do any of those things for years. So what have you done that you need $2 million a month? I don't think any spouse, guy or girl, should get that much in spousal maintenance. None. I don't think Oprah's fucking dude, Stedman or whatever, he shouldn't get that much a month. Nobody should get $2 million a month.
I mean, unless it was me.
If we're going to talk about, even me, if for some reason my wife became a billionaire overnight, and then she was like, I'm out, dude, I could do way better, I'd be like, first off, true. Second, I'm not going to be like, give me $2 million a month. Like what?
A month?
You're out of your fucking mind. You're out of your mind.
2 million.
So for 0.2% in your company.
You won.
I see Martha Fokker is back. So yeah, she allegedly had said that there's $290 something million in cash in his house. So people went to try and rob it while he was in the hospital recovering from a fucking aneurysm.
Like, he's recovering from an aneurysm, and you're gonna try and break into his house and steal his money.
Put him under that much, like, she's gonna kill his ass, dude. If she actually did that, she's trying to kill him. Because aneurysms are super fucking scary. Mm-hmm. Like, them shits will get you. You have a very slim chance of surviving an aneurysm, and if you do survive it, you're still a ticking time bomb, because ain't no telling what it fucked up, or what it may come back. Mm-hmm. It's scary as shit. So I'm really hoping for Dr. Dre, because I love his music. Say what you want about him back in the day and D Barnes and all that. He was a piece of shit then, doing that kind of stuff. But now, grown Dre, businessman, he's the fucking greatest. He's the GOAT.
Yeah. I can't really talk a whole lot about him, because I'm not really in the hip-hop scene. I don't know a whole lot about Dr. Dre and his music. I know a couple Eminem songs.
Yeah, she's not big into the hippity hop.
It really wasn't until I met you.
You excited, bud? So,
yay!
One of my best friends had got us for Christmas something for the podcast.
Love you.
I know it looks like I'm jacking off right now, but I'm shaking a die.
Because I'm about to.
Okay, so number 3. So who's going first? Me?
You are.
It's locked in, I'm going first?
Yes.
Alright, you fucked up because that's a pretty low number. So, what if your next one is like 12?
Then I'm fucked.
We gonna see.
Should we show the people what this is before you start taking shit out?
Well, it's hard. I can't lean it up. I got the box. I got the box.
The box!
Box!
What's in the fucking box?
What's in the box?
I don't know. Quentin Paltrow's head. Watch movie 7. A great movie.
See it a whole lot. But it's this game where you shake a dice and it gives you a number, and there's all these little bottles of hot sauce.
So if you're a real makeup guru, you put your palm behind it.
So there's these little bottles of hot sauce, and whatever number you shake and you get, then you gotta eat that. You gotta eat some of that hot sauce.
You gotta chug the bottle.
Through your ass.
Butt chug.
I shoved a whole bottle of hot sauce up my ass.
I shoved a whole bottle of hot sauce up my ass.
So how we're gonna be doing? Oh shit! I didn't even think about. Oh, never mind. I think it's just that cap.
Remember that time you opened a bottle of ink and it had 2 of those fucking stuff?
2 of them seals. Okay, so we're gonna be putting some drops on a chip and eat it that way. That's fair, yeah.
For you. Also, this motherfucker loves spicy food. He puts hot sauce on everything. I used to think ketchup was spicy.
Yeah. So we're doing the remainder of the video on hot sauce.
On hot sauce, we don't be doing hot sauce. Hide your kids.
Hide your wife.
No longer family friendly. We doing hot sauce.
Dude, that one's really good. Number 3. Yeah, it's got a good flavor. So you got 8.
I got 5.
Hey. You should have gone first, buddy.
Hold on, I forgot to turn my sound off of my phone.
Amateur. Amateur hour over here. Alright, you said you're doing the other ones?
I want this one.
Okay. Cool.
I'll pick my own chip, thank you.
I guess you're getting... You wanted the smaller chip, bud. Here.
God damn it. I need a napkin.
Alright, I'll get you a napkin.
Okay.
This is gonna be great.
I don't like it.
I'm very excited.
I'm mad.
Why are you mad?
It's hot.
I put so much on that chip. I'm shaking my dice. She does not do spice very well at all. You gotta be an adult, okay? Do not.
The chip got caught in my throat.
That sounds like a personal problem, bud. Take a little drink of your damn drink.
I'm already pushing out.
You're not pussing out. We still got all these hot sauces to go
You
through.
still got.
Put it. See, I will fucking feed you that homeless guy outside. Alright, I got 7. What's in the box? What's in the box? What will you learn?
I'm not. I don't want to do it.
Going into it, by the way, she's like, oh yeah, you know, it's gonna suck, but I'm excited, it's gonna be fun. And now she's like, I don't want to do it. What's in the box?
I'm gonna down this whole fucking Route 44.
And then you're gonna be peeing like a fucking child.
By the time I get to my second turn.
I love spicy shit, dude.
So the rest of this podcast, please enjoy us eating hot sauce and that man out there talking on the phone.
I feel like I should definitely be writing down which ones we've had so far.
Mm-hmm.
And then whenever we get to a duplicate, are we just gonna do that one again?
Fuck you, we're gonna do that one again.
Do it again! Ba, ba, ba. Do it again! Okay. So far we've done 3,
7, 8.
7, 8. Yeah, 7 was definitely heating up a little bit. Alright. Alright, so we're re-rolling for you, because that's 3. Ooh. 6. Hey, you're going down, bud. The last one you gotten was 8, right?
I know, but I'm gonna get fucking 12.
Yeah, 12 is pretty gnarly. The other day, whenever we first got it, we opened it, and we tried it, because how are you gonna not try the hottest one first? Fuck, dude, I keep just dropping... Whatever.
I'll go with tiny drop. If you keep doing like big amounts, I'm not gonna no.
That's not a lot. Look, compared to what I've been doing, that's not a lot.
Do you want me to continue playing the game?
Also, I don't know that it's much of a game. It's more of a sampling right now. How could we spice this up into a game?
I'm gonna have to make myself throw up like after that chip.
I swear to God, if you throw up, I'm getting a new podcast mate.
I just walk into my hi, nice to meet you. I'm Regina Phalange.
Also, the homeless dude or whatever he is. It looked like he was walking off, and he's pacing.
I'm stalling.
He's pacing. Dude, he's going back and forth.
Where'd he go?
He went off over by my truck, so hopefully everything goes good.
I accidentally dropped this.
I'd be sad. And I'd make you eat 12. I got 6 as well. Well, technically, since you're doing that, I don't need to. Okay. What if we, like, ask spicy questions while we're doing this?
That one had a good playlist.
Okay, so now you got that hot sauce going through it. Who'd you lose your virginity to? First name.
AJ.
AJ? Was it whack dick or good dick?
Good dick.
Good dick?
Good dick.
Alright.
Continued sleeping with that guy for a long time.
Okay, 5. Now you gotta ask me a question whenever I eat my chip.
That one was like a nice palate cleanser.
Which one was it? 6?
6. I would try 6 just for fun. It was good.
Bro?
I liked it. I'm not saying something.
Hey, if you liked it.
I won't be doing it again.
You just not said you would. Also, these chips are stale as fuck because we've had them open this entire time that we've been recording. 5's okay. You got a question?
Who'd you lose your virginity to?
Her name was Samantha. I thought my dick was broken because I didn't finish. I didn't finish. So, one thing that alarmed me, should have known was a bad sign. She asked me if I was on something because, and I'm not trying to make myself sound like, I've also had times where I was a 2-pump chump. You know what I mean? But just this night, for some reason, I think I was so excited that I was actually having sex. I was like, oh my god, I want to do this forever. So I just didn't come. She was like, the only time I've ever had guys last this long is if they're on something. And I was like, I later found out she was a giant whore and a heroin addict. Great times. Great choices. Why am I? Como chingas. 7. We've already done 7. 5. I'm an endless roll.
Get it.
I don't want it to fall on the floor. Oh my god.
Give it.
Name of your sex.
I'm not fucking doing it.
You have to.
No.
Yes.
No.
She rolled a 12, which is the finish line.
No. If you give me a job bigger than the size of a female squirrel's ball, I'll fucking kill you.
A female squirrel's ball.
That's way too much.
It's fun for the camera, bitch.
Fuck the
This
camera.
is what they want to see.
Fuck y'all. I don't even like y'all.
Just kidding. Make sure you guys subscribe. We do love you. She's just a little Nancy when it comes to the hot sauce.
I'm gonna cry. This time it won't take 2 hours. I do have to go on my nose, so.
This time it won't take 2 hours.
Oh, I hate you.
How you feeling there, bub?
I hate you.
You hate me?
Mm-hmm.
¿Por qué?
Not necessarily because of this, but just in general.
Not necessarily because of that. Did you just swallow the chip or did you actually get the hot sauce in your mouth?
No, I got the hot sauce in my mouth.
Okay. Thought she was cheating over here. Bitch.
You didn't ask me a question.
I know, I'm trying to think of one. I didn't have any of these prepared. This is what happens whenever we're fucking unprepared. We just halfway through like, hey, let's do a game where we ask questions. And then now I'm stalling. Trying to think of a good question to ask. See, this is the problem too. People are going to be watching it. If they got to this point, they're going to be like, I know a question. They're going to comment it. Maybe next time if we do this game, we'll have good questions. Bitch, this ain't a one and done. We're going to have to bring this around. And we're going to have more people involved. And that's going to be even more fun.
I'll be the judge. I'll be a supervisor. I don't know. I'm not eating hot sauce.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. You guys, let's do a vote in the comments. If you guys think that we should do this again with more people and have this bitch definitely a part of it, leave a comment, alright? If you were on an island, if you're stranded on an island for 12 years and you had only one companion, it was a merman, you either have to have top half fish or bottom half fish. Which are you choosing and why?
Bottom half fish. Because in it,
Choosing to be celibate?
I can do shit for myself.
So for 12 years, you're just gonna be finger popping your asshole?
My ass. No, but like, if I have a companion.
Oh, really quick, sorry to interrupt. I'm not gonna put down 12 because if I roll a 12, I'm gonna eat 12. Okay. But if you have a companion?
If I have a companion.
2.
I fucking hate them. I want to be able to like communicate with them. I'm assuming I can't speak fish.
No, you cannot. I'm assuming I can't speak fish, she says.
So, I like to be able to have like an intelligent conversation.
I mean, how much of an intelligent conversation are you gonna have with a fucking merman?
How much of an intelligent conversation are you gonna have after I kill you?
Also, watch my shoes, bitch. They're brand new. Hey, 4. Also, I just now got 2.
2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Is that motherfucker still there?
Feeling good there, bud?
No. No. And like I told you earlier, my stomach was already bothering me.
You should have thought about that before you decided to have a hot sauce off. Look, I even put a little baby drop on there for you. Because I nuked you at 12. Wait, is it me? No, I just now had 4. Yeah, I just lied.
You had 2, I had 4.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I mean, yeah, it counts. Where'd that chip go? Oh, okay, don't run it over. She dropped the chip. That is a very annoying laugh.
My stomach hurts, bud.
Eat the hot sauce. Eat the sauce. Eat the sauce. Okay. So I guess we're back on to me. Also, which one did you just not do 4? Yeah. Okay. Already did 2. Did I not do 1 already? Yeah. I got 1. Also, you didn't ask me a question. So just think for the next one that I do.
What?
You just stepped on the chip that I asked you not to step on.
It didn't.
I heard it.
Break into a million pieces. Look, it's still intact.
I heard it crunch. Ew.
That's crunchy in my mouth.
That was fucking disgusting. It was like a movie sound gulp with a burp attached to it. Dude, I feel like 1's gonna be so spicy.
Dude, I can't finish this game with you. I'm gonna throw up. My stomach hurts.
We're almost done.
But yeah, but all the high numbers are left.
No, we've already done most of them.
10 is still left. I'm pretty sure like 10 and 9 are the only 2 left.
So should we just fuck it? I'll do 10, you do 9?
Yeah.
Alright, sounds good. Oh, 11 also hasn't been done. So what if I do a mixture of 10 and 11 and then you do 9, you fucking pansy?
That works for me.
Alright. Also, do you have a question for me?
Why do you hate me?
I don't know. How are we doing on time? An hour and 3 minutes? We don't have enough time.
Fuck it, hold on.
Fuck it, hold on.
I can't Focus.
I'm doing 2 of them, and I'm loading it up. The least you can do is that, bitch.
I really hope you don't expect me to eat that.
I do, because look what I'm about to do. Guys,
You enjoy spicy food.
it doesn't make it any less... Dude, I have an ulcer, bud. I shouldn't be eating spicy food. You're just a
This
pansy.
is your idea, bud.
No, this
You did
is
this to yourself.
our homie that got us this. I don't want to say your name on camera because you haven't told me it's okay yet. But shout out to you, bub. Now you see what the fuck I deal with every day. So look, here's 11. Get a nice
He already
healthy
knows
dose
he's
of
been
11.
here.
A nice healthy dose of 11, respectable amount.
I'm gonna throw up just
And then
looking
look,
at that.
check it out, 10. Do the same amount. I gotta hurry up and eat it. That's definitely spicy.
I love you to death. I'm not eating all of that.
You are not just dipping it. At least do half of what's on there.
I'll get this chip nice and covered in hot sauce. I'm not eating all of that.
Do you see how much I just ate?
I don't think you understand. Your taste buds are custom.
You're a bad co-host. Do you have a question for me before you eat that?
I can't think straight.
Next time we'll be more
I
prepared.
turned into a whole piece of shit. Yep, I don't like it.
You're such a pansy.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever...
Probably not.
Have you ever, like, flirted with a cousin or anybody?
No.
Don't lie, dude. Even, like, a second cousin.
No, not genuinely, but I did make a joke one time.
Yeah, like what?
We were playing, it was me and my cousins, and we were playing Truth or Dare. And like, I don't remember exactly what the dare was, but it was something to do with, like kiss other person or something like that.
She kissed a cousin? Also, it's kind of creeping up. It's pretty spicy.
Good. But I was like, well, technically, I'm not related to any of you guys, so. And they were just like, well, I'm not.
Gotcha.
So, not really flirting, but it was an implied joke.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're going to have some good stuff coming out over the next couple weeks. Really hope to see you guys there. Love you guys a whole lot.
Love you a whole lot.
Hasta la pasta!
Hasta la pasta!
Y'all take it easy.